We're here today to discuss an investigation into a large and elaborate illegal fireworks sales operation here in the city of Hanford. We believe the end result of our investigation will help to make our community safer. This investigation began when the investigators in our street crimes unit obtained information regarding the sale of illegal fireworks. During the course of this investigation, our investigators identified the suspect as 33-year-old Rion Branch, a Hanford resident. Also during the course of the investigation, the officers learned of the suspect's prior military service and his experience in dealing with military ordnance. This information heightened officers' concerns, and they knew they had to act quickly to obtain a search warrant for the suspect's residence. A search warrant was obtained and served Thursday at a residence in the 700 block of Lincoln Street in the city of Hanford. The search warrant yielded multiple areas of the home, including the living room. Officers found stacks of packaged illegal fireworks, some of which were labeled with prices for sale. They also found what appeared to be items used to make homemade fireworks and a homemade firearm, also known as a ghost gun. In the backyard of the residence, officers found additional pallets of illegal fireworks and more illegal fireworks in a detached garage. While in the detached garage, officers located a device that was later determined to be an MK-76 practice bomb. Because officers did not know if the device posed a threat, they decided to evacuate the residence as well as several houses in the immediate vicinity. And I'll let Fire Chief Perkins talk more about those evacuations just a little bit later. The Hanford Police Department requested the assistance of the Central Valley Regional Bomb Squad, and due to the nature of the device, the explosive ordnance technicians from the 144th Fighter Wing in Fresno also responded to assist at the scene. Eventually, it was determined the device did not pose a threat, and officers were able to go back into the residence to begin the collection of the illegal fireworks for removal from the home. The suspect was taken into custody and booked into the Kings County Jail and will be facing multiple charges, including possession of more than 100 pounds of illegal fireworks, advertising the sale of fireworks without a license, sales and transportation of special effects fireworks without a pyrotechnic license, failure to record firework licensing numbers on bill of lading or manifest, sales, possession, or storage of fireworks not licensed by the state fire marshal, storing fireworks without a permit, selling or transferring dangerous fireworks to a buyer without a permit, possession of dangerous fireworks without a permit, and possession of a privately manufactured firearm, also known as a ghost gun. During this operation, we also requested the assistance of Hanford Fire Department, and I'm going to let Hanford Fire Chief Perkins address their involvement in helping with the evacuation of residents and the seizure of the fireworks.
Good morning. Thank you, Chief Huddlestone. I appreciate that. My name is Daniel Perkins. I'm the Hanford Fire Chief. I'd like to briefly discuss about our operations that occurred yesterday regarding the search and seizure of these illegal fireworks. We did respond to the residents, again, with our co-located incident command post. We had a briefing in the early morning there, deciding that we were going to actually put this all together, created an incident action plan. When we did that, we knew that if we did discover any kind of ordnance or any other large-scale ordnance operations, that we would need to evacuate a larger area. When we did discover that there was ordnance on site, we did evacuate homes in and around the home that was being searched in multiple directions, and then moved our command post even further down the road. Once those fireworks and the residence was secured by law enforcement, our fire marshal, Nikki Chamberlain, who's behind me here, along with our folks from the Hanford Police Department, went inside the residence to start cataloging, photographing, and doing the work that we do to make sure that we're keeping our Hanford residents safe. Those fireworks were loaded from that particular location into the back of a vehicle so we could move it from that location to this site. As we did that and we brought them to this location, we knew that we needed to weigh all of those fireworks individually. The total combined weight of all of the fireworks, these are only a partial version of the fireworks. The total combined weight was 4,772 pounds of illegal fireworks, with an estimated street value of over $125,000. That is a huge seizure in our general area, and I think it makes a really big statement about how we do not condone any use of any illegal fireworks and remind the public time and time again that in the city of Hanford we have a zero tolerance for illegal fireworks with up to a $1,000 fine per instance. Once the fireworks were brought here, they had to be, again, individually weighed. We had a multitude of different agencies. The Kings County Fire Department assisted, as well as did American Ambulance of Kings County, as well as Kings County Weights and Measures to get an accurate scale so that we can do that for evidentiary purposes. Once they were all weighed, cataloged individually, that took over 4.5 hours. We stored them on site in a locked, secured container. And then from there, we did our work to best secure them. And you see them here tonight or today in full view. And I think many of these things, just to remind the public, once these are out around and people are using illegal fireworks, they're extremely dangerous. In the state of California, every single year, there's over $1 million worth of property damage caused directly by illegal fireworks. What I'd like to do now is segue back to Chief Huddleston to discuss a little bit more about the operational point and what's going to happen with this seizure. Chief Huddleston.
Like the rest of California, the city of Hanford has a zero tolerance policy on the possession, sales, use, and display of illegal fireworks. This investigation and its outcome should serve as a reminder to the community that when we say we will not tolerate illegal fireworks, we mean that. So for those individuals that are planning to use or sell these dangerous fireworks, just so you know, we are watching and we will take action to enforce these laws. We'll be working with the Hanford Fire Department to enforce sales and use of illegal fireworks in the weeks leading up to and through the 4th of July holiday. I want to remind the community that we're here not only to enforce the laws, but to keep the community safe. Every year, illegal fireworks cause serious injuries and millions of dollars in damage to properties. We do not want to see that happen here in the city of Hanford, so please report the use of any illegal fireworks to the police department. And if you're going to have fun, only use fireworks that have the safe and sane label. With that, we can take any questions.
How did you guys come across this site or this person selling illegal fireworks?
I can't go into specifics other than just our investigators have been watching for these issues and came across some information.
And I mean, this is, you know, we hear about confiscation of illegal fireworks, but I mean, this could have been catastrophic had this amount gotten out into the public and just other random explosive as well, right?
Absolutely, yes.
How much of a dent do you think this puts into the illegal fireworks that are out there? Because I would imagine it, while it is big, there's probably a whole lot more folks trying to get these out into the public's hands, right?
Right. That's really hard to say. We know we put a dent in it just based on the sheer volume. But again, this is one person, and so we will be continuing to monitor. We will have patrols out. When we get closer to 4th of July, we're going to have several patrols with police officers and firefighters teamed up specifically for that mission of seeking out illegal fireworks.
And you guys are going to be out cruising around. I know it is a big problem because when people set these off, you know, they think they're just having fun, but they can use hands. They can, you know, blow a firework not onto their house, but onto their neighbors.
Absolutely.
It's just really catastrophic what could come from using illegal fireworks.
I think that pretty much sums it up. I mean, we're concerned about injuries, but also the fires that are created. And like you said, it's not usually the person setting it off because these things travel, but there are innocent victims who could lose their house or other properties because of those issues.
And what are the difficulties in actually catching something? Because I'd imagine you got to see the firework and then you have to kind of head in the general direction. So that could be difficult police work, right?
It can be difficult. One of the things we want to remind the community, if you see something, say something. If we don't know about it, obviously there's not a lot we can do. In addition to being out ourselves looking for it, any tips that we receive, we will follow up on.
What are the consequences not only for those that are selling these fireworks that aren't licensed but are illegal?
So the consequences if they're caught setting them off is a $1,000 fine, which we will be issuing citations for. In this situation, you know, it can lead up to imprisonment and very large fines.
Any idea the origins of this fireworks?
I don't have the exact origin, but a lot of times what happens is they're transported from out of state.
So they're created legally in some states right here?
Yes.
Like I know, I think Nevada has stuff that people will go and buy them there and then
Yes.
Now, is there a chance too that people, like, or maybe this guy went online and got them directly from China and had them sent here? And because you said that he also went online, it sounds like he made a 3D gun, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly the origin. I don't know if they can be shipped like that, but we know that most commonly they're transported over state lines.
Was he also manufacturing the fireworks?
Yes, he was using kits with all of the items in it to manufacture his own fireworks as well.
So that inherently causes a whole other problem too, because he's working with explosives at his house, right?
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of online, have you guys seen an increase in people selling their fireworks or trying to sell illegal fireworks online? People getting creative, maybe putting a picture of a roof and then in the background is a firework.
We have received tips of instances such as that, and that's something we'll continue to look into.
And because of this amount, do you guys believe this isn't the first time this person has brought in illegal fireworks and is trying to sell them to the public?
That's very